Good morning, everyone. It's November, and that means it's turkey time. Gobble, 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 gobble. Our colors for today include this effetre yellow ochre for the base. And then I'm going to do his stacked brushstroke tail feathers out of, this is a dark reddish brown. I've got orange and I've got some yellow. And then I'm going to make his little body out of some sage. So I have a rod of effetre sage. And then I just pulled some little stringers out of red and orange here for his feet and his little pieces of skin that hang off his beak. And that's what we're using today. So let's get started. All right, here we go. I went ahead and I pressed out my ochre lentil using my big lentil press, just like that. And now it's time to start with the tail feathers. So I have my dark brown, and this is just the brush stroke method, you guys. We use this all the time. So I'm going to start at, I always look at this as a clock, right there at midnight. Push down, drag, pull up, and then I go to 9 o'clock. Speaking of clocks, how's that time change going for everyone? Right there at 3 o'clock, the first night is always the worst. Okay, and then in between those two, we'll put one down there, drag, and I'm just dragging it all the way to the center of that bead. A tail feather there, and then I'm going to put one more right down here and another one on the other side. There we go. Okay, and this is one of the rare instances where I actually remove glass from the bead because everything kind of piled up in the center. So I'm just going to heat up that little blob in the center and pull it right off and into the frit. Then I just take my dental tool and kind of just press things down flat, widen them out a bit. That first tail feather, you want it kind of wide because you want all of these feathers to show when you get them on the bead. And sometimes I find that when I stack glass on top of each other, sometimes I hide the one that's underneath. It was like, oh, I didn't want to do that. Okay, now we have orange, and I'm going to put the same brushstroke method, but I'm going to put it down just a tad underneath the brown. And I'm using an orange shorty, which promptly breaks off. There we go. Just like that, brush strokes to the center. But let some of that brown on the outer edges continue to show through. And the ones on the bottom here, they're just going to get a little brush stroke. And my shorty's getting short. One right there. Okay, now let me get in there with my tweezers because I still got some glass that I don't want there. I guess I could press it down, but then it's just going to make his body kind of bulky. So I hardly ever remove glass. I'm always just press it down or re-sculpting it or reforming it. Okay, we got our orange down. Let me see if I can, yeah, I think that's as best as it's going to focus. Okay, now we're going to go with the yellow. And I don't know, this is a light lemon yellow, something like that. And same thing, but little tiny brush stroke right underneath that orange. Now, if you wanted, you could pull a skinnier stringer. I was too lazy to do that. So I'm just kind of hoping that my little gather at the end of my yellow here is skinny enough to make a skinny feather. I think we got it. And since there's not that much glass, there's not much for me to pull off. Okay, and there are his tail feathers. Let's go in with the body. I got to heat up my sage, a brand new rod. And just keeping the bead warm. Heating up the sage. And all we're going to do, this is all brush stroke, you guys. Nothing that hasn't been done before. Right there in the center of that tail feather, just go ahead and stroke down some glass and make him a nice little body. Get some glass down, because it's always nice to have some material that you can move around and sculpt and press down. And ooh, he's a fat turkey because it's Thanksgiving and we're fattening him up. There we go. He's fat and he has a lot of creases. All right, good. Now, let's see, where did my reds go? I actually had to Google, what is that skin under the turkey's beak? It's called a wattle. I thought, and I started laughing because I thought that was a funny word. So we're going to give him his little wattle that shows up under his head. This is just a red stringer. And again, I'm going with the upside down heart right there, right in the center of his body. And I do want to press that down for his little wattle. I'm going to say that a lot. Okay, now that we have that on, let's go ahead and put his head. So I need a little gather of sage, just like so, and let's give him a head right there. Don't cover up his wattle. All right, I gave him a little head. I'm going to push it flat as best I can. Oh, jeez. Oh, nice. I pushed it flat with the side of my press that had the label on it. And now it smells like burnt label in my studio. Cute. Okay, there's his little head. Googly eyes. We need googly eyes. I'm going to put the googly eyes kind of high up on the head because I need to leave room for his little beak. So one googly eye there. And one googly eye there. All right. Let's press those eyeballs flat. Oh, how cute. And now for the best part, his pupils. This is when he comes to life. One there. One there. Yay. My turkey just came to life. Hi, turkey boy. There we go. All right, let's give him his little beak. And again, a little brush stroke right under his eyes, right like that. And if you have to, you can kind of point it a bit with your tweezers. Sculpt it out. Now, the second word I had to Google is, what is that piece of skin over the top of his beak? And it's called a snood. And I want you guys to know that if I ever have a turkey farm, I'm going to call it the Wattle and Snood Turkey Farm. Oh, those words crack me up. Okay, right there on one side of his beak with the red, and then just bring it down. Just like that. And now he's got a snood. All right, let's give him some feetsies right at the bottom where his body is. Just one feetsie there. I used orange. And one feetsie there. Press it down. And there you go, you guys. There's your Thanksgiving turkey. Let me stick them in the kiln. I'll be right back. So lastly, I just wanted to share with you a little variation on the turkey theme. This is my peacock. So, same technique with the brush stroke tail feathers, same little body, little head and googly eyes and feetsies and beak, but no wattle and no snood. So, if you want to switch it up, same technique, different colors. You guys have a great day. I am headed off to make more beads. See you soon. Bye.